Good afternoon, everyone. It's Michelle Jean coming at you with another video. So just let's get right into it. Well, almost right into it. I need for you guys to go to YouTube and listen to some songs for me. The songs are One Drop by Bob Marley, Ambush in the Night, as well as by Bob Marley and the Wailers, Crazy Bald Heads by Bob Marley and the Wailers, and People Get Ready by Curtis Mayfield and the Impressions. In One Drop, truly listen to where Bob told you they made their world so hard, the people are dying. And this is what's happening here on earth because it was written in their Bible as to what they in the white race is going to do to the different races of the world or the different nations of the world and more. You know, right now it is so hard in this world where you are in, you're no longer in a state of lockdown, but we will be getting back to that stage with this pandemic. And as some people call it, plandemic, it has created so much chaos where people have lost their jobs. People can't find food to eat. People can't pay their bills, and so much more. There are children now, or young kids now, having anxiety. Depression is on the rise, anxiety is on the rise. So it is crucial and critical to know what life is all about. It's not fair for people to be living this way, but this is the system of men, what they made this world out to be right now. And it's not going to get better, it is only going to get worse. Worse. So I so can't fathom why people would want others to live in disarray and dysfunction. Um, I guess it's their mental thought, their way of doing things. You know, I will not make excuses for anyone because there's no excuses to be made for the way um, people have to live in injustice. People have to live in lies. People have to live in fears due to those that are, due to those who have power. And I'm so going to leave that at that as this is a dream video. And this, well, for me, anyways, this is where knowledge begins. So if you are seeking knowledge, as always, you are in the right place. I know my views will clash with many of you, but it's okay. We can agree and agree to disagree. As long as we don't hurt each other, then I'm fine with it. Now, this slot has to do with Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and it's ties into my dream, and I'm going to speak about my dreams in a couple more slots. Uh, what I wanted to say was that Marcus Garvey, he did try to save Black Americans. Well, all of all his black own, and we as Black people, especially Black Americans, did not listen to what he had to say. Instead, they got him deported. They got charges um, drummed up against him, and this was not fair to him because he did try to educate us as Black people when it comes to commerce. Like, the Back to Africa movement was relevant to him in his day and time, and the Back to Africa, even some people say Black to Africa, but it's the Back to Africa movement is so relevant. It is one of the keys in Black survival. You know, there has to be Black survivors. And Bob Marley also sang a song about the Black survivors. But what Marcus Garvey was trying to do for his black own in his day and time was essential. It was needed and it is still needed. And you guys will find out what I mean. As well, Black Americans will find out what I mean. The Black race will find out what I mean. And all the other races that, if they're watching this video, will find out what I mean. As Black people, we can't continue to set up those that are true, those that come to help us, to save us in this day and time. We can no longer set them up. We can no longer join the forces of evil and or our enemies and say, oh yeah, that Black person isn't doing anything, they're creating strife. They're not creating strife. Time is winding down for evil. And if we, as Black people, continually kill those that are sent to save us, or continually set up those that are sent to save us, then we have no hope. We have no future. So we need to learn. We so need to learn. So continue to watch this video, because my dream is, so, like I said, is relevant to this day and time. It is relevant to Black people. Also, with People Get Ready, the song People Get Ready by Curtis Mayfield and the Impressions, he said in the song, there is no room for the hopeless sinner who has hurt all of mankind to save his own. And Bob Marley had asked the question, is there a place for the hopeless sinner? And that place for all hopeless sinners is hell. They cannot be saved. Sinners cannot be saved and will not be saved. And, we should all know this, because we can no longer continue or go on hurting each other, killing each other, and think that all is well. All is not well. And I keep telling you guys, in my books and as well as in these videos, there is no Jesus bank, because in the truest of form, God, the true and living God, do not know death. God did not create death for us here on earth. It is us as humans that created our own hell. Just put it this way, our own penitentiary, that you cannot get out. No one can escape death. When you are in the realm of death, that's it. You can't escape. No one has ever escaped death if their name is in the book of death. No one has ever escaped hell if their name is on their cell, and I'm just going to leave it alone, because it's like, as people, we need to think. We can't continue hating each other, and thinking, yeah, all is well. God is with us, or God likes that. God do not like that. You have to be peaceful. So if you cannot live with yourself, you cannot live with others. Yes, if you cannot live with yourself, you cannot live with others, because you know not yourself and you know not how to live with others. Therefore, many that create strife do not know how to live with others. And this is so sad. It's time that we as humans find ourselves, find our truth. Try living with yourself for a minute or two and see how it feels, if you like it or if you don't. Excuse me, onwards I go. Now, I had a dream with my second child. It's as if, like, he wasn't here. He wasn't in his room, and my daughter let these two ladies in. I didn't even know they were. She had let these they're white ladies, two white ladies in, until they passed my door, because my door was open. And they went into my son's room, and I tried to stop them from going into my son's room, because I didn't want them to go into my son's bed. And, I was too late. They went into his bed, And I did not like it. However, I could not get them out. So that was that for that dream. And it's kind of like, if you're thinking that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know why two white ladies would be in my son's bed, people that I don't know, you know, but I'm not going to worry about it. My son has to figure out what's going on in his life, whether it be my last child or my son, my second child, which is it's really weird. I'm baffled by that dream, but you know what? I'm not going to be baffled by it. I am so going to leave it alone. Onwards I go. Now, this dream, it says cassava, dirt, and basket dream. Now, this is where the Marcus Garvey, for me, um, comes into play or come into play, because as Black people, we say we are, how would you say? We say we are not vilified, but hated. And Black Americans are being killed. Well, Black people are being killed. We kill each other. So therefore, I am not going to lay any blame apart from laying blame on us as a race and people. Because, like I said, when Marcus Mosiah Garvey went to the United States to educate Black people on Blackness, the Back to Africa movement, um, economics, how we are to build ourselves, build businesses, and be economically viable. He was set up, he was deported. Many Black Americans did not listen. I don't know if it was because he was Jamaican or whatever, but they would not listen, you know. However, with this cassava dream and dirt in the basket dream, it's like I was it someplace. I cannot tell you where that place is, but everything kept on disappearing and reappearing, which is fine. Now, I seen all of that. Now, I was in this area where there was cassava, there was no, there was dirt in a basket. Now, there was this Black actor with me. He's American. And, we had the dirt in the basket. So we went to this area now. And it was, I saw, I threw the dirt out of the basket. I threw it. And there was cassavas in this area. Now there was okay when I threw that. Now there was a lady, a Black lady, a chubby Black lady that was there, and she had picked up some of the cassava. However, there was this one spot where there was beautiful cassavas, lots of cassavas coming, and there was this buzzing sound, and you could see these, not, I wouldn't say insects or bees. They weren't bees. They were of a grayish color, but no, they're insects. But they were like buzzing, and they were like of a gray color. And within the cassava, like the roots of it, where the cassava, because cassava grows in the ground. So within where the root is, that's how you would see this here. There was these also blue long, I don't know what's, you know what, just for lack of a better word, blue long worms there. And like I said, there was this buzzing sound where there's insects of you know that I told you about. And I said, don't take it up, don't pick it, leave it alone, don't touch it, just leave it alone. Now the Black lady that was there, now she didn't touch it, I didn't touch it, and the guy didn't touch it. Now, in the, it was as if then all of a sudden it was if we were like I don't know if it was underground or whatever, but this top um was lifted up. It's as if, how would you put it? Oh my God. It's not a shed. We weren't in a shed. Um but anyways, we were locked in and somebody had to pry the top or the lid open for us to get out. And when we got out of where we were, I saw this long arm, yellow, beautiful yellow arm in a tree, and the arm had like a face, but the face was, there was teeth, and the teeth was like iron. And with the teeth being like iron, the other people that was there, they didn't see it. I was the only one to see that long arm with that face with the long teeth of iron. When I mean sharp iron, it was sharp. So the thing, I don't even know how to describe it. I would, in my mind, I'm thinking Bumblebee of the Transformers movie, with a long arm. But I don't know why Bumblebee keeps coming to play in my head when it comes to that. But with us not touching the cassava, with the worms in there, the blue worms and the insects in there, that arm that was in the tree was smiling and it started to sing a song, you know, and I cannot tell you what that song is. I cannot tell you any words for it, but it was happy that we did not touch it. Now, I don't know, also like Heather Locklear also came into play, and I can't tell you where she fits into this stream. So basically, what I'm seeing, or what this means for me, is that there is something coming to North America, and I know what it is, but like California, um, say the Americas on a whole, like North America, South America, Central America, all of the Caribbean, which are a part of the Americas, there is going to be severe food shortage because, first of all, the dirt in the box represents drought for me. The food with the insects and that those buzzing insects and worm is just goes to, for me, it goes to show me that when it comes to planting in Mother Earth now, the earth is going to turn against man, especially Black Americans. And I say especially Black Americans is because, you know, our food with God, our Black Americans' food with God is dried up. It is now dry. It is dirt. They have no more say in life. And I don't think I'm explaining it right. But for me, there's no way that Black Americans can be saved. That's just the simplest way for me to put it. They are a different breed of Black people. Like, you can't fight for justice in a land that is unjust. And the issue is too, when God sent them someone, whether they liked him or not, they spat in Marcus Garvey's face, literally. With them setting him up, with him getting deported, it was like a slap in the face of Marcus Garvey, also a slap in the face of God. And the reason why I say a slap in the face of God is because that race, the Black Americans, did not listen. They forfeited the message that this man was trying to tell them, the message that this man was conveying to them. So now the time has and have ran out for Black Americans. So therefore, in my view and from what I see, they cannot be saved. Anything that they are going to reap now is spoiled. It is no good. And yes, with me seeing that long arm, I don't know what that long arm with this like iron teeth, like huge with teeth like silver. Think silver teeth. Um, oh gosh, I don't even know how to explain it, but just silver teeth. I don't know what it that means. I don't know if that's strength and power, but all I know is Black Americans has and have failed, and there is no saving for them. Also, too, with all the injustices that has happened in the world and what the white race has and have done to Black people and the other races, I also got the feeling that this race cannot, they're not saved, period. Period. Therefore, the song People Get Ready, you know, where Curtis Mayfield said, there is no place for the hopeless sinner. The white race cannot get on board with God. They've done too much as it is, too much evil, too much wrongs. Yes, I know every race on the face of this planet has and have done wrong, but some races are specific race are locked out of life. Now it is a surety that the white race is locked out. Yes, I will forever say there is the saved. The saved, if you know the saved, yes, and you are good, the saved can save you. However, with this dream, white people are not saved. You are not saved. Too much, too much has been done. The thing is, what humans don't realize is that the more you hurt people, is the further God walk away from you. The more you kill people, is the further God walk away from you. The more you lie and deceive, is the further God walk away from you. And Earth is a planet that is littered with a lot of evil people. So now Earth she must withhold all of her blessing from those who are evil. This is why I tell you there's going to be more starvation on the face of this planet. Yes, I want to cry for Black people, but I refuse to cry because this is all our own doing. We will not, Black Americans won't have food. You, as Black Americans, you are unjust to yourself because it's like you keep marching and saying this, um, you keep marching about the injustices and stuff like that. And I will forever tell everyone the nastiness you believe in is the nastiness you become. As Black people, we cannot fight to stay in unjust lands. Black Americans, you say you are African Americans, so therefore America truly do not belong to you. Your descendants isn't from the Americas, it's from Africa. So it is Africa that you need to go back to. The original descendants or the original Black people, you don't see them fighting for America because America, Lord have mercy, cannot be saved. You know, if you need saving, you have to ensure that you get back to Africa because that is your land. That land, African land, the continent of Africa, is where a lot of you guys belong. So no one can get justice living in unjust societies. Stop marching. You know, it doesn't make any sense. Marches do not work. You know, the thing that we as Black people need to do is to separate ourselves from these unjust societies. Therefore, I will tell anyone that I'm a separatist. I don't like living with people that are unjust. And I will not fight or I refuse to march with any race and say, oh, racism or this person or this country is unjust to my people, and how we are they are racist and so and so. If we as black people had wanted a proper land for ourselves, we would not have rejected the teachings of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. We would be living right. We would be doing right. We wouldn't be selling the crap that we are selling today. It's not us. It's not benefiting us as a race and people. It is benefiting other people. So what we do as black people, instead of building our own good and true, we build other nations. And this is what Bob Marley was also telling us. We build their penitentiaries, we build their schools, and what did they give to us back in return? Their hatred. Hatred was their reward for the good that we have done, and we still see it today. We are hated, we are vilified, we are like the bottom of the barrel for some, you know. And like I said, this is our fault because we refuse to build our own black nations good and true. We refuse to build us good and true. We refuse to break away from their brainwashed education. You know, you can't be we as black people, the educational system out there was never meant, it's not meant for us because we're not taught the truth. We're not taught the truth about our life. We're not taught the truth about our history. We're not taught the truth about what we can and cannot do in life. We are not taught about our own black God. We are not taught about our own spirituality. Like I've said in other books and in some of these videos, earth is expandable, but earth cannot expand under the given situation that she's in. You know, earth is littered with a lot of sin. Earth is littered with a lot of evil. Earth is littered with a lot of fighting. All the killings that we do has stopped Mother Earth's growth. She will not expand or give humans more room to continue to do evil. This they don't teach you because it's like the white knowledge is not black knowledge. What the white people know is not what we as black people know. It's not what we as black people can do. So therefore, we need to come up with our own good and true system of educating each other, healing each other, conveying the truth with each other, living truthfully and honestly with each other. We need to find our own black God. All in all, we need to find our own black God. Once we find our own black God or move back to our own black God, we will see the great power that as an individual and as a nation, what we will have. But under the situation or under the conditions that we are living in, under the conditions some of us are in, it cannot happen. So therefore, God is just showing me that Black Americans, whether you live in California or doesn't matter where in America you live, it's like your days are done. That's it. You're dry. You've There's nothing. You're in the basket or in the box. There was only dry dirt, and we as black people are dry. We have nothing to moisten us. Just as you see the dirt on the screen, that's what we are now to God. Just a dead, dried out race of people that has lost time, lost our own God, lost our self respect, lost everything. And I'm going to leave it at that. Just going to leave it there. In this frame, the new book of knowledge, I've talked about this. It's a book that tells you about the cost of different sins. You can also say this is the book of Judges. So if you can get a copy of this book, there's two of them, book one and two, please get them because it is vital to your life here on earth. I know what's going to happen. I know what's to come. Therefore, woe be unto man. Okay? And then it with this book, it's like, you know, October 2021 dreams. This I tell you about the different dreams I had in October. as to what was to come future wise. These are all some of the books, other books that I've written. Break Free / Freedom Darkness, Book 1. My Talk with Black People. This one is I Am Woman and mini book, and many, many more books I've written that you can find on lulu.com, amazon.com, barnesandnoble.com, like basically anywhere you get online books. Please, please, please pick up one of these books, especially, excuse me, the new Book of Knowledge. That book you can say is the Book of Judgment, because at the end of the day, that book is what death has to go by, because God asked me to write a book, and God received his book. So therefore, in that book you will find who will be saved, who will not be saved. Like I said, the cost of each sin, because each sin come at a cost. And a lot of people don't know that because we were not taught that. So I'm here to teach you and show you different things. Now, like I say, you know, we can agree to agree and we can agree to disagree. If you are not of life, then I am not for you. I I am just not for you. People do hurt people. People do um, evil things, and evil cannot be saved, will not be saved, shall not be saved. God knows not evil. So for all of you guys that are saying, "Oh, Jesus died to save me," and or Jesus died on a cross to save me, again, I will tell you again, God is not the pupunene for humans. God, good God, the God of life, the true and living God, know not death. God did not create death for us as humans. It is us as humans that created death with our sins. And it is not fair, nor is it just for a child of life to be massacred or to be sacrificed to save you. That person, if whomever say they'll die to save you, kudos to them. But a smart, wise, and true person would never die to save anyone that is wicked and evil. Because if Jesus was God's son, Jesus could not have died to save you, nor would he have died to save anyone, period, because Jesus would have known the cost of each sin. Jesus would have known female Black death. Jesus would have known that life cannot take from death. Although death take from life, life cannot take from death, because life in the truest of form know not death. All these things Jesus would have known. Plus, it would have been forbidden for Jesus to die to save anyone. So, therefore, know the truth of life, know the truth of God, because there's a lot that you do not know, especially you in the Black race that keep holding up and say, "Yes, Jesus died for me. He died on the cross to save me," and stuff like that. No, Jesus cannot. No one can die to save you. In order to be saved, that person has to live, and that person have to tell God before they've shed the flesh. If they shed the flesh, well, they will shed the flesh. That person would have told God who the saved of life is, who they are saving. And also, it is forbidden to save all of life, because it's not everyone that has life. So life cannot save death, and death cannot save life. The role of death is to kill, and death has their children and people here on earth that are killing each and every day. So those people that kill each and every day, there's no place for them to go apart from hell, and they are going to go to hell. And on that note, I'm going to leave off. You know, um, these are some more books that I've written: Life After Death, The Mark of the Beast Clarified. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it. And as always, you do not have to subscribe to my channel, but it would be nice for you to do so. I'd like for you to subscribe to my channel. So please subscribe to my channel for more videos from me. well, informative videos. And do forgive my rambling on because I'm not scripted. I'm just talking freely from my head. So you will get a lot of and a lot of repeats of stuff. So do forgive me for my rambling. And once again, always dare to dream because we all have dreams. We also have dreams that tell us certain things, like dreams that take you back into the past. Well, for me, some of my dreams take me back into the past, though it's rare. But I do dream in the past. I see um, the past history of man. I know how humans came into being, how Earth was created and or formed, or came into being. So my knowledge when it comes to certain things is very it's a lot. It is a lot because there is a force out there. There is an energy out there that I know of, and that we also can connect to. So my hope is, it's like, let's forget about that power because I know it's there. I know how great that power is. And I did, you know, decline it. I did not want that power. Sometimes I think I'm crazy for not wanting it. But if I can't, for me, if God is not in the midst of it, holding my hand and sharing that power with me, then it makes no sense for me to have it. Yes, it would be good because I could heal my my back pains with it. And it's like, thinking about my back pains, and now I'm rambling on. So please forgive me because this video is going to be long. I know my back pain can be cured because it was cured before. God did cure it or healed it. I shouldn't say cure, but healed it. And me go fast with God. And God say, yeah, you go fast with me? All right. So I'm going to you. And lo and behold, my back pain came back because I rank with God, my fast with God, and I should have never done it. And no amount of sorries is gonna let God say, yep, all right. You made your sorry. Let me heal it for you. Nope. Because I'm done face you already. I'm done rank. So yes, I know my back pain can be healed, and I know there is a source out there. I know God can heal it, but like I said, He did heal it before, and I did fast with Him, and me get right back in, get the pain right back, and Lord of mercy, I shouldn't rank with God sometimes, but like I said in some of my books, God is my go-to. God is my beating stick whenever I have problems, whenever things don't go my way. Trust me, I go to God reckless and rude. And but then this is me because I have a relationship with God. Now, as for you, think there's a lot of things that you do not know, and we can't let other people think for us or tell us this is good when they of themselves and we of ourselves know that it is not good. Always think, live. Life is something that is precious, and we need to live. We need to hold on to life because if we have not life, all we have is death. And many people do not have life, all they have is death. This is why people are dying so much now, because you were told in their book that they were going to kill you. But people, when you read, you also need to read with comprehension. You can't close your eyes and say, yes, lies are the truth, because lies are not the truth. When you go against God, that's it for you. Now, if you can inspire someone truthfully, inspire them good, give them wisdom. We all need wisdom. We need to share wisdom because once we know, you cannot be rocked. Knowledge is not belief. Belief is belief, but knowledge is so solid. And once you have knowledge, no one can fool you. You have power. Without knowledge, we are powerless. And this is how we are today. Remember in One Drop, Bob said they made their world so hard that every day we've got to keep on fighting. And he is correct. You know, it's like we are not thinkers anymore. We let people do the thinking for us. We let people that have money control us. And we can no longer do this, because at the end of the day, it's like, if there's no food to eat, there's no water, what are you going to do? Your money is no good. It is no good. And it's coming down to the point now, or to the time where Earth isn't going to yield any food to certain lands, and rightfully so, because too much death, too much blood has been spilled on land, and she can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. So know where you belong. Truly know where you belong. Hate, it makes no sense to hate, because at the end of the day, when you hate is like a cancer. Hating is a sin. You're racking up more and more sins. So live life, truly live life, give thanks for life. And in giving thanks for life, or thanking God for life, always tell God, you say, God, thank you for life. Thank you for my many blessings. Thank you for my ups and downs. Please, and always do this when you tell God thanks for certain things, or for whatever you're thanking God for. Tell God also, please do not let my thanking you become negative. Meaning, when I say not become negative, when you thank God, by the end of the day, trust me, the negative forces that are out there saying, oh yeah, you thank God. You go give God thanks. And in my world, when me one, what am I going to do to you? And trust me, negative forces or the enemy will unleash on you by the end of the day, or the end of the evening. So when you give God thanks, tell God to shield you from the negative forces that will now come and try to take you off your path of righteousness with Him. Okay. And on that note, I'm going to leave you guys. Um, I will talk to you in another video. And like I said, these videos are not scripted. It's just me talking to you one on one as a human, with me sharing my knowledge with you. So just enjoy me. I'm not very articulate, I know, but this is just me, the plain and true me, the truest you're going to get, honey. So if you need to contact me, just leave me a little note or a little comment or whatever in the comment section. I'm on Twitter. My Twitter feed is Michelle Jean77 on Twitter. So if you feel a need to direct message me there, go ahead and message me there as well. I am not on LinkedIn. I do not have it. I deleted that account. Though they send me little notes that I'm being noticed on LinkedIn, I don't have LinkedIn. Instagram is on my computer, so it doesn't work. So do not try to find me on Instagram, because it does not work. And I so keep saying that I'm going to delete that, and I have not deleted it. So I am so going to delete that. And no, I will not have Instagram, because there's too much already. I have YouTube, I have Twitter. I can't manage so many different accounts and stuff like that. So we'll just keep it at YouTube, and we'll keep it at Twitter, as well as we'll keep it at my books when I start writing books again. Because, like I said, I've only written one book for 2022, and I don't know if I'm going to be writing anymore. Although I do have romance novels that I want to get out there. And yeah, I'm gonna, you know, do that. I'm going to go back into editing some of the romance novels that I write, and hopefully I'll get them out there. I do write short stories, I do write poems. So I have little short stories under the Morgan Lyons Gilfillan line of books. So if you want to check out some of my stories, just go to Morgan Lyons Gilfillan and you will see. Um, it's like Morgan Lyons Gilfillan, I will always tell you, it's just a way for me to embrace my heritage, to be proud of who I am, or proud of my descendants, proud of my lineage, just proud of them and who I am, period. So bye for now, guys. Have a blessed day. Have a wonderful day. And always remember, truly live. You are important, not just to you, but to God if you have life. And I should not say if you have life, but you are important. You're also very important to me. This is why I'm doing these videos. If I can save you in this way, then hey, kudos to God. I'm doing my work. One life saved is a plus for God. Yes, the enemy will not like it, but you know what? It's a life for God. Okay? So talk to you guys later in another video. Bye for now.